How are you?
I think that's the operative question of the evening. How are you? On a fabulous Christmas Eve. We're here on for Christmas Eve and for a little bit of Festivus and a little bit of griping and all of that stuff to get all of that out of your system before the big holiday tomorrow. And we're so happy to have you in with us, all 13 of you so far, but growing by the second. We are going to maybe have a little truncated show because I've got a potential of a flood in my apartment that may or may not happen within the next hour. So if I hear the alarm, we're ending. And I'm leaving and calling maintenance and having a Merry Christmas to all and everyone. But hopefully it won't flood over by the tree. So we welcome everybody in and say hello there. I think Mitch is frozen. Yep. Let's hope he's frozen. Yeah, Mitch is frozen. There we go. He'll come back in just a second. We'll start with Jen, who's going to have a show and tell and story time coming up a little bit later. Mm-hmm. And what is on your wrist this evening, ma'am?
I have my Speedy homage.
Hey, very cool.
So, yeah.
This again.
It's Tuesday.
Very
it's
cool.
Speedmaster Tuesday.
And Mitch is with us again. What's on the wrist there, sir?
Oh, just like yesterday. It's the old Boulevard 1973 Jetstar reissue.
Yeah. I love that. Love that watch. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see. I need to get that into position and show you. I don't have enough hands to do this all at once. A little Longines Conquest, which is what I've had on today. Had a successful checkup at the doctor. He said I'm going to make it to 2025, so at least another week. At least another week. So there you go. And I didn't want to wear anything higher end than this Longines because I didn't want to make him think I had money. Then he'd start testing me for everything.
I know, right?
Really. So welcome in. Let's see who is in today. We want to thank Micah. Thank you, Micah. Hey, Paul. I don't do that quite as well as everybody else. Hey, Paul. We've got a mega super chat from Raj G, 50 pounds. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thanks, JJ and crew, for the best watch YouTube channel. Been great sharing the watch journey with yourselves. The WhatsApp group is the best. It is. A great bunch. Always happy to give advice, opinions on the hobby. Roll on to 2025. Raj G, we can't thank you enough for that kind of support tonight. I hope you and your family have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year as well. Shot in the Dark is here. Merry Christmas. Stefan is here. Merry Christmas. Kevin Hawthorne is here from Lakeland, Florida. And we have Trap Vision. Happy holidays, watch people. We thank you for being in here, Trap, as well. And so we're taking your watch grievances, among other things. And like I say, we have Jen's story time. We also have a Jen unboxing, which goes with story time. And we've got all kinds of stuff. So just hang with us for about an hour. We'll wrap it up in about an hour and let you guys get to your Christmas Eve celebrations with your family and friends and drinking and passing out and all of that stuff. So I will do a grievance first to get us started. Then we'll get into story time. My grievance is with watch companies in general. Rolex is the latest one in particular to announce another price increase. Come on, man. Especially
not just a tiny one either.
No. I mean, for the steel watches, it's not horrible.
Right.
For the precious metal, it's wow.
It's through the roof.
Yeah. And I understand that the price of precious metal has gone up. I get that.
Yeah.
But it's not gone up by the percentage that you guys are raising prices over there at Rolex.
Right.
But Rolex is not alone. I mean, I've been griping probably for 2 years what Seiko's been doing with their mid-range, making
Yeah.
their mid-range equivalent to the lower range Grand Seiko. I think that's ridiculous. Some watch companies they say right off the top of their head, we're going to raise prices 4 times in a year. It's not like you're improving the product 4 times in a year, but you are just artificially raising prices.
Right.
I think it's unfortunate. That is my grievance against you watch people companies, and get it together and stop it.
Yeah.
If you want to raise prices, great. Finish something better. Improve your movement. Do something to earn the price increase. That's
Right.
all I'm saying. Earn the price increase. Show us what you've done to make your product better, and then justify why you are charging what you're charging.
Yeah. Yeah, and, the one thing that I've heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I thought I heard that, Rolex is actually slowing down production of stainless steel models and shifting more to precious metal,
Yep.
and if they're shifting their price scale on, like, the Daytona is up to 50 grand now for a precious metal Daytona.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
that's
14%.
insane. Cookie Monster is almost the same amount. Like, yeah, white gold Cookie Monsters, and, like, we were looking at prices the other day, and it just yeah, and if that's how they're pushing the market where they're just gonna be like, you may see a stainless steel once in a blue moon, and now you're just gonna buy precious metal and you're gonna like it.
Well, and my
Or
answer to that is
Yeah.
no wonder I don't really want a Rolex anymore.
Right, right.
I
Have
mean,
people gotten too big for their britches?
given that in the past, the watch companies, including Rolex, have justified their price increases, or you can understand their price increases by virtue of the booming markets in the Middle East and in Asia. But those have now slowed down a lot.
Yeah.
And by still raising prices, the only thing that I can think of, and this is not original because, God forbid, I should have an original thought, that what they're aiming for, the watch companies, including Rolex, is a strategy where they want to sell fewer pieces at
Yeah.
higher prices.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
somehow, given the amount they're raising the prices, that's still going to net them more money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're going to gripe on Rolex because they're the latest, but like I said, a
Yeah,
lot of watch brands, most of the Richemont brands did crazy price increase. JLC among
yeah.
them, crazy price increases over the last couple of years. But I haven't seen anything better or
No,
newer or better finished or any of that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. You know,
Yeah.
Patek comes out with a new watch and charges $45,000 for a hunk of steel. It's getting kind of ridiculous. $20 from Tim Wright. Merry Christmas and happy upcoming New Year to JJ and the crew from the watch community. Cheers, chat. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate your support. So anyway, that's my grievance.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you guys have a grievance, please put it in the chat. We'll talk about it. Or the link is up towards the top of the chat. It's not pinned because I don't have control of the YouTube channel, so I couldn't pin it, but it is up there. So feel free to hop on,
Yeah.
man. Hop on and
no.
tell us what you think is wrong with the watch market.
This isn't a grievance per se, but I think one of the implications of what we were just discussing is that the smaller brands and the micro brands are going to have an increased space for innovation
Yep.
because
Mhm.
people are just going to stop spending $50,000 for a hunk of steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think some of the brands, and I think you can look at this with the Rolex Rolex price increases is that I think it's going to hurt them in that it's going to bring the MSRP a lot closer to the gray market price.
Yeah.
So, and sorry, Rolex, they don't make money off of the gray market. And
Yeah.
I can see people going gray market first rather than trying to get a Rolex from an AD and playing that game too, that doing the dance with the AD that you have to do to get one.
Yeah, it's not necessary. If I can go get a rainbow on the secondary for the same price, and there's no way I'm going to get one from a dealer or even a Panda,
Yeah.
Let's take a Panda, for instance. Yeah, they're hard to get, but people wait it out because of the price difference, between the secondary and retail. And yeah, if a Panda ends up being the same on both, I guarantee you that secondary market is going to get flooded.
Yeah, I mean, that's always been one of the big selling points, especially when it comes to Rolex in the gray market, is
Yeah.
you don't have a wait list. You can skip the line, so to speak, and just get
Yeah.
what you want.
Right.
That was
And
their lever, and yeah, they're definitely getting rid of it. I don't know why, but they are.
But I also think that with Rolex, if it indeed is true that they're going to slow production on steel watches, then that could also have an impact on gray market to where steel watch prices could go up because there will be fewer of them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and we have Tim Wright in. Hey, man, how are you doing?
Hey, guys, I heard you were talking about what's wrong with the watch market.
The grievance. We have grievances.
The
Yes.
grievance. I've got a grievance.
All right.
It's basically all these YouTubers who are spruiking the same freaking thing. It's Rolex, Steel Sports, and it's driving the viewers to want to go and buy the same crap. And then the market gets flooded with identical watches. I mean, how many freaking Royal Oak knockoffs can we have? I fucking had it. I'm sick of it.
Well, let's go, man.
Exactly, and that's why I when I was in Geneva for the Geneva Watch Days like couple of months ago, I saw a lot of amazing new watchmakers who are coming onto the scene. There's Toledo and Chen, right, that created this crazy brutalist watch. A lot of people were very skeptical, and to be honest, I was a little bit scared as well because it's like $5,000 price point. It's not quite Rolex, but it is Tudor Omega category. Yeah, and you're like, oh, do you really trust this brand? Would you put that much money into this new watch guy? Yes, you should. And I was totally wrong not doing it. Well, obviously I didn't have the money to buy it, but a lot of people had the money and they should have put their money in. It's like it turned out to be a super safe, like almost like investment, but also it's a freaking cool watch. I mean, every time I go to a watch event and there's somebody with it, there's always like a freaking circle of 10 people trying to see that watch for themselves. And besides the Toledo and Chen, there's Frolay and Mari. They just came out with this crazy circular watch. Freaking insane. And let me just have, because I was just talking about this stuff. There's the triangular watch that came out.
Anoma.
Anoma, exactly.
Yeah.
I met also the watchmaker who did it. Incredible dude. He has a strategy. These watchmakers, Toledo and Chen, Anoma, those two, they're very similar guys with a very similar strategy. They're forward thinking. They know how they're going to develop their collection. They're not going to do what Breitling is doing right now. It's just freaking diluting the shit out of every single piece they had. I mean, there was a Navi timer. Now there's a Navi timer without chronograph. There's a Navi timer with the fucking GMT. I'm sick of it. Okay, sorry.
Well,
sorry.
and that's what we were talking about on Sunday. Is you have brands like Omega and Breitling and everybody else who comes out with a different version, a different color, a special edition every time you turn around, and it's kind of getting to be too much. There's almost paralysis when you go in and you say, okay, I want this, and they show you 25 different versions of what you want, and then it's like, holy crap, I have no idea what I want when I see all of these versions. You get you get paralysis there at the AD or wherever you are.
This is like a psychological thing that's really known in like market studies. When there's so many products, when there's too many products, people cannot make decisions what to buy. But like Trader Joe's, I think there was like a study or whatever. Like Trader Joe's, actually, the Trader Joe's became successful, right? Because they limit the amount of similar product. That way, people come in, they're gonna buy cereal. There's only like 3 choices, and they have to make a choice. And all the choices they have are amazing choices. They don't stuff their shelves with garbage that nobody wants to buy and diluting the whole thing. So I think that's my gripe, is just the watch market became oversaturated and diluted with these watch brands trying to make every single iteration of everything that they make.
Yeah, and we have JJ and Trap Vision joining us. Hey there.
Hey,
what's going on, y'all? What's happening?
I saw Timmy on. I had to jump on and say Merry Christmas. This is quite the surprise.
Hey, Merry Christmas, JJ. Hey, Trap Vision. Good to see you guys.
What's up, Tim?
Hey.
The other thing is that's coupled with this is that the existing high-end brands are basically now putting too much value on their brand reputation. And if they're starting to charge enough money that people are going, wait a second, you know, why should I spend $50,000 on this, steel Patek? That's just too much when there are these other more innovative watch brands around, and for years these companies were getting by on brand reputation to account for the price differential between their stuff and the micro brands and small brands, but now they're really pushing it.
Exactly. And in the past they could get away with it because these smaller brands, they didn't have the technology to create something of similar quality. But now the technology is available, they're no longer going to be able to get away with it. Exactly.
I'm sick of the companies going up, man. Rob, hey, listen, Rob, I heard you earlier, man, and I literally just got through talking about this. The watches that are sitting on the shelves right now, right, that hadn't sold since 2023, right? And I'm talking to ADs that's like local, and they say, hey, this watch has been sitting for like 18 months, but there's a price increase on it. I'm like, okay, it's not like a piece of technology where there's going to be something upgraded to this watch. There's no reason for that watch to be $125 more than what it was last year. There's nothing new there. And the thing about, I know a friend of mine close by, he wants to his whole dream is to get a Rolex. That's it. His dad owned a Rolex. He wants to get one, and he's working towards it. And it's like he's saving up, but now you're going to move the needle back. You know what I'm saying? You're taking a goalpost and you're running with it. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like this, I mean, like we're in an age where, think about it, we make a big deal out of the history of watches, right? And we talk about all the innovations from 1755. Tim, I was on your show last night. I was listening to what you guys were talking about. From 1755 all the way up to now. Well, think about during the 50s, one watch or a pocket watch. You didn't have people collecting 10 or more watches nowadays. So we're in an era of like enthusiasm. People are enthusiastic about it, or they just love having multiple. And you're like, you fed into that, and now you flipped it. You know what I'm saying? Now that money machine has gotten so big, and even with the economy on the verge, we don't know how it's going to look next year, but economists are saying that it could possibly crash, and you're going up on price. Like I don't understand it. That's what I said it in my video today. I'm sticking with Rolex.
I think Rolex might be safe because they're like a charitable thing. They don't even give a fuck about price. Like,
That's funny.
They don't care about price.
Oh,
They don't
sure,
care about
yeah.
Charitable
profits.
my ass.
Charitable.
Charitable in my own pocketbook.
But what I heard is that most of their profits that Rolex makes, they don't even make it from watches. Watches is just like a small section of their income. Like they're making the bill, they make like trillions of money on the real estate side, and watches
Okay.
is just kind of like for show, and it's yeah, it's all so, and they're like, they don't really not they're not incentivized to keep chasing increased profits. So they might be working on a different level, but like other brands that are like right beneath Rolex that want to be Rolex, I think those are not safe. Like Breitling, what we see happening to Breitling, the Breitling, man, they're 60% off on Jomo Shop. Breitling is freaking going down so quick. Zenith might be relegated to just being a movement company. That's how unwanted their watches are. So it's gonna be tricky for big players to justify their prices, because they all increased the prices when the times were going well, and
Mhm.
now decreasing prices is tricky because it pisses off customers. Like, hey, what the fuck? Why did I have to pay
Mm.
12,000 for the watch, and now you're gonna
Mm.
sell a watch for 60% off? People are gonna get pissed off. They're not gonna buy another one. But what is Rolex doing? They just announced they're increasing prices, and they're going to be increasing prices the most on Daytonas. Like, the
Yeah.
stuff that was difficult to get is going to get even more difficult to get. So, but guys, I just popped in for 2 minutes. I'm going to let Trap Vision take over. Yeah,
Here's
I
the
gotta
catch, though.
go. I'm doing a thing, and I'm already exhausted after
You're
All
doing a
right.
that
thing.
stuff.
Merry Christmas,
All right,
Tim.
Tim.
Well,
Merry
it
Christmas,
is.
everybody.
It
Bless
is
Yeah,
you are a Christmas miracle coming on the Watch Hangout on
there you
Christmas
go.
Eve.
There you go. There's a
Timmy,
Christmas
thank you
miracle.
so much for being here, man. You have a good Christmas.
Hey, take care,
See
everybody.
you
All
later.
right.
Bye bye.
That
Okay.
Yeah.
was funny.
It's a Festivus miracle.
That's right. There you go.
That's all I can
I'll
say.
be honest. I'll be honest. I was surprised to see Tim on here. Tim, I was
Yeah.
like, that just like,
Yeah.
You and
Give me
everyone
one.
We
else.
all were, but
You got to roll with it.
No, but
well,
hey,
I'm
but you
gonna
didn't.
tell you what though. Two of my buddies were surprised. They said, "Trap, pinch me." But were you on Archie Luxury yesterday? I was like, yeah. They
Yeah.
said, dude, I thought somebody cloned you, bro. There's no way. I said, yeah, I was over there for a little bit, talking to him. Yeah, very, very interesting crowd. A very interesting crowd.
Yeah.
Christmas does
And
that to us sometimes.
we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Very interesting crowd.
The other thing that's weird about the current watch market is the reaction of the watch companies to the current market conditions is apparently, to my mind, sort of bizarre, in that you're basically shutting down ADs and moving to the boutique model where there's no discounts, and then you're taking whatever models were popular with companies like Zenith and JLC at their ADs, and you're taking the popular models like the Polaris and the Zenith Chronomaster. You're taking those away and making those boutique only, and then you're narrowing the margins that the ADs can make on selling your watches. You seem to have a death wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
They ask for more, and then they flood the market with models that nobody wants.
Yeah, and
And
they
it's
wind
like,
up in Drummer Shop.
yeah, they just like there's so much waste in the industry.
Yeah. We've got 59 people watching. If we could get the upvote counts up, that would be great. We are going to do a little unboxing here pretty quick. So
Come on,
get the
show me
upvote
some
count
love.
up.
I'm doing
Come
an
on.
unboxing. It doesn't happen very often.
Come
The,
on.
ince- the incentives of the watch companies, and I've known in the past a lot of the U.S. presidents of like Vacheron and IWC and Longa. I used to be part of big deal groups and whatever in my past life, but they were judged by the gang in Switzerland on how many pieces they sold to their dealers. and any way they could make their number, they would, even if that meant selling it out the back door. Because in Switzerland, all they were interested in were dollars.
Yep. And we want to thank Thomas Burnett for gifting 2 Watch Hangout memberships, one there and one down here. Our friend Wristful Ignorance got one of them, and I think it was Stephen L got the other one. So thank you very much, Thomas Burnett, the man who never sleeps, because it is something like 3:30 in the morning where he is. So we thank you very, very much for both of those memberships. And if you want to join, Ryan, all you have to do is if you're watching on an Apple device, this isn't there. If you're watching on your computer or an Android phone, you're going to see a little join button that's right below the screen on your picture right now, and just click that join button, and
Right
you
next to
can
the
get a
bell.
membership. Yeah, right next to the bell for subscriptions. And if you're on an Apple device, you'll have to wait until you're on either a computer or an Android. Computer, it's a lot easier, I'll tell you the truth, to just join the channel. So that's the way you join. When you do join, you can email or catch the Watch Hangout on Instagram. Email is watchhangout@gmail.com, and you can get in and become a member of the WhatsApp group. The only other way to do it, Ryan, if you're on an Apple device, is to bring up YouTube in Safari, and you should find the join button if you bring it up in Safari.
Yeah.
But not
using the app.
Right, but it's not on the app. So, and that's because YouTube doesn't want, or YouTube, or I should say Google, that owns YouTube, doesn't want Apple to get 30% of the membership fees. And that is Apple's deal. If you buy anything through an app on an Apple device, Apple gets 30%. That's why you can't do a join button on the YouTube Apple app. So there you go.
Well, I care about your customers. It's all about sticking it to your competitor.
It's all that's right. We don't need no customers. Come on.
Speaking of grievances.
There's your grievance. You got any grievance there, Trap?
Yeah, I do have some grievances. It was my grievance actually was I like a number of brands. My grievance is with some micro brands are actually going up on price with the Swiss market. Yep. And I'm like, why? Why are you following suit with them? Because this is actually an opportunity for you to gain some of their customers at the current price. I know a couple of people, I've talked to a couple of watchmakers, and I'm like, dude, please do not go up. Stop. Because I like your brand. I like the watch. And if you're following suit with everybody else, I might have to find somebody else. And
I mean, I know that like with Studio Underdog, for instance, they're only doing, I think they said 3%. So if it does go up, it's based on material cost for them.
Now that's fair. That's fair. But I've seen some companies going up like they're Swiss made and they've been in the game for 100 years. And I'm like, what are you doing?
They're feeling themselves.
I'm like, stop. But I'm like, you know what? Hey, I'm not here to rain on anybody's parade. I love watches. I love the community. Somebody told me earlier, man, I did my state of collection, and there were a section of watches that I had, right? I had my Invictus section, and somebody stated that I didn't have any love for Invictus watches anymore. And I didn't understand the statement. I said, wait a minute. It said my state of the collection. Like, what? I didn't understand. I didn't know if they was trolling comment. Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't read sometimes the comments. You just can't read the inflection. You don't know what the tone is. It's like, but I don't know. I'm sticking, like I said, I'm sticking to micro brands next year.
I think I would have put under there a comment going, pay attention, or did you watch the video? Something like that.
I know, right?
Original OC, member chat for 9 months. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy New Year to the entire The Watch Hangout crew and everyone. Best holiday wishes to you and your loved ones. OC, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Roy Jr., $5. Merry Christmas. Great show, Roy. Thank you so much. We appreciate your support, and thank you for joining us tonight on this little bit brief Christmas Eve show. But we thank you very much. Let's see where we are on upvotes. If we can get just a few more, I think we can have us
right now.
unboxing. Let's see where we are. We're at 25. Let's go for 30. Okay.
Okay. I got a story
5
for you guys.
more.
It's a good one too.
It's
I
a
promised.
good story.
Oh, I'm good for stories. Let's hear it.
There's heartache and triumph at the end, and it's fantastic. It's a great heartwarming.
It's a roller coaster for sure.
You'll
Heartwarming
laugh,
Christmas story.
You'll
with
laugh,
the-
you'll cry.
Yeah.
Everything.
Heartwarming with the emphasis on heart.
Yeah.
There you go. So you guys get us a few more upvotes here, and then we've got a nice little unboxing and story time with Jen. Trap, you got you ready for Christmas with all the kids and grandkids and everything else?
You know what? I have a Hot Wheels set that I'm gonna play with her with because she's been bugging me about my Hot Wheel cars, and I actually got them right here. Like she's been trying to get these open for the past month, and I'm like, no, baby, it's not time. So tomorrow morning, me and her gonna park our butt right in the middle of the floor and just play with Hot Wheels. I got the setup and everything. I can't wait.
Oh,
Nice.
that's awesome.
You know,
You got a mat?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. You have to have a mat.
I know,
Yes.
right?
It's
It's the
Hot
best.
Wheels
Yes.
has been around since I was a kid, which means they go back to the Pleistocene era.
Yeah.
Talking about brand longevity.
Well, I thought Hot Wheels were made of stone when you were a child.
It was a takeoff on the Flintstones.
That's right.
You got to pedal with your feet, man.
You had little
Yeah.
Fred in there
Oh
going
man.
Dabba dabba doo. Yeah.
Ooh.
Member for 4 months, Jefferson Exotic. Happy holidays. Ho, ho, ho. Jefferson Exotic, thank
Who
you
you
so
calling
much.
a hoe?
That's right.
Oh my
I
god.
do it
Oh, man.
for the hose.
Oh my gosh. He got the
Thanks,
shirt.
Duke. Duco sent me that. Thanks, Duco. Appreciate it. This is my Christmas shirt, ladies and gentlemen. So we are here and we are festive on this FESTIVUS. Let's see where we are on upvotes. I bet we've got enough by now. What do you think? What do you think? There we go. We're right on the money at 30 upvotes. So Jen, we will put Jen into there. We go.
Geez.
Uh-oh. So it's story time with Jen, ladies and gentlemen. Curl
we
up
go.
by the fire.
Story time.
First of all, do the unboxing and then explain why you had to get it.
Okay. So I'm going to show you this. This is the back. And then I'm going to do this. This is the front.
Mm.
I have not sold out. I promise. I never thought I would have one of these, but I do. And
Mm.
here is why. So last Thursday, actually, let's go back to probably Monday, Tuesday of last week. In the middle of the night, I kept waking up, felt like I had heartburn. I was like, what the heck, And then during the day, I was fine. So I thought, maybe it was just acid reflux or something. And on Thursday, I was working on Mitch's watch, and I was killing it, and I was in my flow. And all of a sudden, that heartburn came on again, and I'm sitting straight up. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse. Now, I have a extremely high pain tolerance. So when stuff like this happens, I know it's not good. And the first thing I need to do is get to the hospital, because if it hurts me, it means it's pretty bad. So luckily, I live about 30 seconds from a hospital. And I told the person I live with, I said, hey, this doesn't feel right. I need you to take me to the hospital. I need you to take me to the ER. So I get in the ER, and I mean, we're driving down the street, and I'm like, you just need to go. Like, I don't care who's here. If you got to hit people, just go.
Yeah.
And so we get to the ER, and I run in as fast as I can, and I can barely get out. My chest hurts, and I'm just bawling because it hurts so bad. So of course I freaked out the person at the front enough to get everybody down there. They called a code, got me in a room, and they start, taking vitals and everything. And there's a pretty sober look on their face. And they're like, well, we're going to need to start an IV on you. And we're going to try to get you up into a room, and we're going to get the doctor to look at you a little further and see what's going on. Well, they did an enzyme check and found out that at age 45, I had had a heart attack. And so that was definitely scary. I didn't really know how to handle it. Like, your brain doesn't really know how to wrap around something like that. Because it happens so fast. You're just like, oh, okay, what's going on? Everybody's poking and prodding you, and you just want it to be done. And so I had to wait till the next morning for the cardiology team to come in, and they did a heart cath on me, and they found out it's called the LAD. It's basically one of the main arteries that feeds blood to the muscles that actually pump your heart. It was 99% blocked. If it would have closed completely off, it probably would have killed me instantly, because I'm young enough that my heart is strong enough that it probably would have killed me. So they put 4 stents in, 3 in that artery and 1 on a branch to keep them open. And so, so now I have to be good with the food that I eat, and I'm going to be on a workout regimen like nobody's business. And so I got me one of these because it takes my blood pressure, gives me my pulse ox, takes my heart rate, does all that good stuff. And it'll alert me if things go low or anything like that. Sleeps, tells me my sleep, how my sleep's going. It's got a sedentary monitor on it, and it'll tell me if I've sat for too long to get up and walk around. This is my unboxing. I'm one of those people now.
And and
Wow.
obviously other people in the chat, Nub Gunner had one at 38. I had mine at 48.
Oh,
with a
wow.
quadruple.
I
With
didn't
a
know Nub
quadruple
Gunner had
bypass.
one. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had a quadruple
Fuck, I'm turning
bypass
50. When
48.
am I going to have
so,
mine?
Yeah. What was that, GMT?
I said I'm turning 50, so when am I going to get mine? When am I going to have? Fuck.
Any day now.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, going, guys. Merry Christmas. How's everyone going?
Hey.
Yeah. How's it going, dude?
Mr.
Good,
GMT.
good. It's Christmas here. I'm in the future, so you've got Eve. I've got Christmas.
Hey.
Let's see this
Merry
Christmas sweater that you got going on here.
Yeah, it's my polo shirt. It's my Christmas Day shirt.
I see that. It's
Yeah.
very festive.
I got
Since
my
it's the middle
Monaco
of
on.
Monaco, very nice. Since it's
Yeah.
the middle of summer there in Australia, or the
Sure
beginning
is.
of summer, I guess I should say.
Well,
right?
it's summer where I am all the time, so
Yeah, true. We got
yeah.
the
But we like
Picars.
it when it actually, because we call this the wet season, so we like it when it actually rains on Christmas Day, because it's like our snow. Instead of snow, it's rain. So we
Yeah.
like it when
okay.
it rains.
Picars, member for 21 months. Merry Christmas, all. Merry Christmas, Picars. So happy that you joined us tonight.
I
Brian,
saw trapped on Archie's yesterday. I jumped on with my Audi. Do you remember that, trapped?
Yeah. I saw you over there.
Yeah.
I saw you.
I was brief.
Yeah, you were real brief.
Yeah, I'm in and out, mate. In and out,
Yeah. Pretty
And-
interesting crowd over there, Archieverse.
and Brian the Pipe is wanting the link. We just put the link in there, Brian. So hop on and and tell us your story. Tell us your watch grievance, whatever. We've got about 20 minutes left. We're only doing an hour tonight.
I thought I was seeing shit when I saw Tim jump on. I thought
yeah,
I
it was crazy.
hallucinating. I thought I
We all
was.
were.
I got knocked on the head and I was passed out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
No,
Twilight Zone.
It wasn't the alcohol, GMT. It was a Christmas miracle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're saying. A Christmas miracle.
No, that's what I'm chalking it up to.
Well, Jen, you are a Christmas miracle right now.
I
So you
know.
earned that watch. that you have.
Jen is
That's
our
right.
Christmas miracle.
Exactly.
I called Santa a son of a bitch several times. Like, this isn't a fucking gift. Get out of here.
We want to welcome Brian. Hey, man, how are things in Florida?
Well, we're having the wet season too, because I just thought of Mr. GMT and I automatically.
There you go.
Yeah. But hey, I came on here just for a minute because we're in the middle of the house it's chaos here. It's chaos. Yeah, chaos. I came on here because we're talking about grievances. Well, here's one of my goddamn grievances. It's a freaking sausage fest in the watch world. And Gen G, if you don't take care of yourself, I'll come and kick your ass. So
Okay,
you get better.
Take care. I get it.
Take care of yourself. Do what the doctors tell you, or I will personally kick your ass. I can find out where you live. I mean, I figured out where Mr. GMT lives.
I know. It's not hard to find me, I promise.
I know it's not not find you. I can find anybody.
Well said, Brian. Well said, buddy.
I have Jewish space lasers, all right? I can find anybody.
He's another laser guy, yeah.
Yeah. See? Yarmulke spot. But seriously, we could chop off a few wieners and get some more women in this community. And the one we got, we need to take care of. So you need to take care of yourself.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate
Exactly.
it. I'm trying to get more people in here, I promise.
Yeah, I mean, because without you, Mr. GMT is the best looking woman on the panel. So,
Well,
Wow.
I've heard that before. So
He bats those
I just
eyes
run
and
with it, if you know what I mean.
yeah. And here, look, I'm trying to do my best Mr. GMT angle of camera angle, but with my big forehead, it doesn't look right. So
I know, right?
Yeah.
We're all struggling here. And he just comes in
few
like he's
weeks
all
ago,
cool
we
and
had-
whatnot.
Miss GMT on the panel.
I know, we did.
Well,
had
I
her
didn't
on,
even
like,
get to
3
see
weeks
that
ago.
show. I was too busy.
yeah. So with that, I'll just say, Jen, you take care of yourself. Do what the doctors tell you.
Absolutely.
You got all of us supporting you, and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to everybody. If you don't wish me a Merry whatever, I will hit you with a Jewish space laser. Not tonight, tomorrow night.
Marry all the things. Marry all
Yes.
the
Happy
Hope one
Hanukkah,
for
sir.
everybody.
Happy Hanukkah, man,
Hanukkah,
friend.
Merry
Yep.
Christmas.
Thank
Find
you.
love. I
Well,
don't care who
your
you love.
grandbaby-
Yeah. Well, here, wait a
Potato
second.
pancakes for everybody.
Wait. I'll show everybody a picture. 'Cause,
Okay. Do it.
Where is she? Where's the good one? There it is. All right.
Grandbaby time.
Oh yeah.
There she was sitting by the Christmas tree today.
So how old is she?
She, oh shit, you're asking me the tough questions now.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
She's what, six or 7 months now?
Months, yeah, been the months.
9 months. Yeah.
9
9
months.
months. Awesome.
Whoa.
Yeah.
My grandbaby just turned a year last Saturday. So
Oh
That's
wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
I remember when, when you said that she had it, so it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There.
grandbabies are the best, man.
The best.
Yay!
Photoshop.
Hey, that's a good one. I like that.
Perfect.
That's wicked.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
That's
there she
awesome,
is.
man.
So we're
That's
getting
so
ready
good.
for 2 new panelists.
No,
They can mumble and drool just like the rest of us.
that's right.
I just randomly slobber, and she does too.
Yeah, she's ready for
Awesome.
the watch hangout.
And Mitch, she does have her own really small size corncob pipe.
Yeah.
That is
Cool.
Oh,
awesome.
there you go. She's ready to rock
What
and
are the
roll.
miniature ones?
Heck
Good,
yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
She has a watch too. He's wearing it.
And
Yeah.
and the great thing is, with my granddaughter and me, we both wear diapers, so it's fantastic.
Right.
Yep. and just to slightly, I'll cover up the I'll cover up the doxing part. No, can't use that. Can't use it. What the hell can I use to cover up that part? There we go. I will try to. Yep, I'll cover up the part.
You got it?
Yeah. Anyway, you might be able to see it through the buckle, but there's her name on the back of the watch.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Very nice.
Right.
Yeah. So we keep teasing her that she'll get this watch when I'm dead. She looks at it and all she wants to do is put it in her mouth.
At the moment, that's normal, right?
Yeah.
Everybody gave him a hard time, and I was like, "Hey, listen, he got that for his granddaughter. How are you going to give him a hard time?"
Well,
Yeah, give me all the hard time you want. I don't give a fuck.
I know. Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah, it does say water resistance. It does not say slobber resistance. So
I
I'm
know,
a little
right?
worried.
well, we have a watch for our little granddaughter tomorrow. Her favorite is Bluey. So
Oh man, yes sir. Yes
Yeah.
sir.
On
That's
behalf
so
of my
cute.
part-time employer, we thank you.
there you go. Yes, we're desperately looking forward to 2027 when the Bluey movie comes out.
Dude,
Is that
we
what's
got
coming
those
out?
Bluey stuff over
Bluey
here.
movie?
Plush animals, out the books every week. Oh man, she loves my
Yeah.
granddaughter loves Bluey.
Yeah.
You know, what's funny is when I watch Bluey, all I hear is Mr. GMT's voice in my ears.
Yeah.
Hey, you get that, you know.
Yeah.
It happens, man. You're only human.
And I feel like Bluey because, you know, offline here I call Mr. GMT Daddy. So, you know.
There you go.
And I hate to tell you this, they are planning on Bluey meet and greets at all the U.S. Disney parks.
Hey, well, they're going to have huge lines, man.
Oh man.
All right. On that note, merry everything to everybody. See you guys.
Thank you, sir. Same to you,
Happy
man.
Tough one.
Brian. Happy
Yeah.
holidays.
Happy holidays, brother.
Thanks, Brian. We appreciate you guys coming by.
I wish
There
you
you
happy
go.
holidays. So I don't need no lasers hitting my house.
I know, right?
Nope.
Ari, we said happy holiday.
Oh no!
Looks like the laser decapitated you there.
Oh, no.
I am the laser.
That's right.
I don't know if mine will do it yet or not. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't.
Let's go.
I got the fancy Apple stuff too.
I'm out.
Have a good one, Brian. See you later.
Look after yourself, my man.
Oh, we want to thank Pocket Watch Time for being in here. I love Festivus. There you go. Well, we are all festive this evening and griping about stuff, so it's perfect. It's perfect.
I
Mr.
wanna-
GMT.
Whoops.
No, go ahead, Mitch.
I want to gripe about recessed crowns,
Mm.
Recess crowns.
particularly recessed crowns that don't pop out
Mhm.
when you want to wind them.
I struggle with normal crowns. Can you imagine recess crowns? Jesus
I'm
Christ, I'll do my head in.
New citizen,
I can hear you screaming here.
the Tsuyosa.
Yeah.
I knew he was gonna say it.
Loves the Tsuyosa.
Yes, citizens notorious for those crowns.
And I'm surprised that almost no reviews of that watch mention the severe damage that will occur to your thumb and forefinger if you
Yep.
buy that watch.
Yeah.
If you are older than 4,
So
your hand,
let me ask this. So something like, let's say, a Daytona or a Speedmaster that has the crown guards, is that almost the same as having a recessed crown?
no, because
Like as far as like being able to manipulate it, is it just as hard?
it depends if it's a screw down crown with crown guards. When you unscrew it,
It
it'll
pops out.
pop out far
Right,
enough.
right. But I mean, like the initial trying to get it undone, I could see where that could kind of be the same thing.
I don't
But
find that a problem, to be honest. I'm good at I'm good at screwing. And I'm good at unscrewing. So
Yeah. Of course.
I knew this was going to
what
happen.
do you
Yes,
do without your innuendos?
I, I can't help it. It just happens.
I know.
He
I
did
know.
that. He said that
Makes
in
me
quick.
feel like I'm back on the playground with my brother.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm just trying to make you feel younger. There's
I
nothing
know.
wrong with that.
I know.
Now, the other watch, the only other watch that I've experienced that I've had a similar problem with is the first generation Parmigiani Fleurier Pershing chrono, where the pushers are so close to the crown
Oh.
that you can't squeeze. If you're fat like me with fat fingers, you can't squeeze your fingers in there to manipulate the crown. That's why I didn't buy that watch. I went,
No.
WTF, you know.
Yeah.
And we want to. Our man Jock is in here. Merry Christmas, everyone. Jock, thank you for hanging out with us for a few minutes. Mr. GMT, before we wrap it up tonight, do you have any grievances of the watch business?
I don't know. I really haven't thought about it. Grievances, I don't know. Not really. No, I don't really care.
You're happy.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I've got no grievances at all.
None
Well, that's fantastic. And that's our show tonight. Thanks, GMT, for killing it all. We appreciate that. No, I'm just kidding.
Everything's fine.
I think one of the grievances, I'll throw this out there, that I have is, so with micro brands and, you've got the Holy Trinity and other brands that are pretty established, how it's like this underhanded dig at micro brands. Like, they don't use the same movements as them, which they do. And they try to belittle them. And you have companies like Christopher Ward, Studio Underdog, those brands where they're trying to make technology affordable, bring it into more mass market. And, I get that they don't want more people to have their that technology because it's supposed to be elite. And I just think it's such a dirty tactic to just kind of make something like, oh, it's the plague, you can't touch it. Like, it's quartz, you can't touch it. That's the most ridiculous thing ever.
They look at quartz like it's
oh yeah,
it's a cancer or something.
Oh, I know. And it's like, dude, it's a battery instead of a freaking mainspring. What's the difference?
I wear my my what's it called? My GoldenEye Seamaster every day. So
this is
I love it.
Mecha quartz, it works great. I love it.
No. And
but yeah, they look at it like it's a cancer.
The Longines is a quartz. This particular Longines is the quartz version, not the automatic version of the Conquest.
Shame on you, Robert Wood. Your watch has no soul.
Well,
that's what they say, right?
That the watch takes after me because I have no soul either.
That's right.
As long as we're tracking.
You got no soul. I'm fucked.
Even that concept of soul is based on this notion that a mechanical watch is put together by old grizzled craftsmen in ateliers in the Swiss Alps, where they have to, do their work by the light of a fire and go out and feed the goats in the morning. And that
during the cold winter, it's their job that they do to keep their, their family taken care of.
And that may have been true in the 19th century.
Yeah.
But every damn Rolex is completely assembled by machines.
Yeah.
So this notion that a Rolex has more soul than a Seiko quartz is a little bit disingenuous. And at some point, I think it's starting to happen. People are going to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
That unless you're buying a Philippe Dufour, which is way above any of our price range, or something like that.
Or your Piguet, yeah.
Your watch was 80 to 90% at least put together by machines.
Yeah.
Well, we will leave it on that, guys. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Mr. GMT, Trap, Mitch, Tim Wright. Who else came on? I don't know. Jen G, of course. For story time, we want to thank everybody for being here. Brian the Pipe, absolutely, came on to threaten all of us with space lasers. We appreciate that. Somebody has to do it since REG isn't around. And we want to thank everybody who super chatted tonight. No race this evening, but we will get to a race next time around with your names. So we want to appreciate the channel support as well. We hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. We may or may not be back next Tuesday night. It kind of depends on what everybody's New Year's Eve plans are. We may or may not also be sober next week. So we we thank everybody
tonight.
Yeah, really. We want to thank everybody for stopping by. You guys have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you later.
Can't beat my meat. Awesome homemade Greek style food. Come and get it. Our awesome gyros. Come and get it. Our big breakfast. Come and get it. Our Wednesday special charcoal pork shifty and souvlaki. Come and get it. Our Thursday special cabbage rosé. Come and get it. And our biggest seller, Souvla Day. Tuesday, Friday, come and get it. And don't forget, in 2024, come and get it and you won't regret it.
Hoppa! At JJ's Watch Hangout, boys. See you again in 2025.